Welcome, Dominica. This is the Kairi TV News. I'm your presenter, Vanessa Bruno. Here are the headlines making the news. A promise for better representation of the people when the next government is formed. Dominicans see a jump in prices at the pump while being reassured there is no fuel shortage. And more support on the way for communities in the east affected by the November 6 trough system. We'll be back with details of these stories and more after the break.
Are you looking for that perfect setup for your conference, seminar, or company function? Or maybe you need a low-budget setup for your party, dinner, or private gathering? How about that professional production for your grand concert, festival, or outdoor event? Kairi Sounds is here to provide you with everything you need. PA system, stage, lighting, microphones, tents, LED digital screens, generators, projectors, crowd barriers, and more. We also offer free event consultation to ensure the success of your special event. Call us today at 612-4050 or 612-1265. Kairi Sounds, your partner in sound, stage, and lighting services.
Thank you for staying with us. Leading the news, the Dominica Labour Party's leader, Roosevelt Skerritt, has vowed that his parliamentarians will provide better representation following the December 6th general elections. Speaking at the DLP's Walk for Peace on the weekend, the party's leader told supporters elected MPs will be fired if they fail to represent their constituents.
I am sending a message to them, they all here. I ain't fret them. I am saying to them that when you, the people of Dominica, go to the polls on December 6th to vote them, they must deliver for you, the people of your constituencies. I don't want people to come and sit in office all day. Go and meet the people where they live and where they work. That's what you will get in this new term, ladies and gentlemen. Better representation, more accountable representation, and more transparent representation from your pal reps. Because I'm saying to them, anybody who mess around in this term, fired. Fired!
Mr. Skerritt is one of 6 DLP representatives whose constituency has already been declared for the party. Mr. Skerritt says Dominicans deserve representatives who are willing to serve with respect and compassion for their fellow man.
I am dead serious about this because too many of you work in and out, working and working and working and working. And then when you message the pal rep, he not answering your WhatsApp. He tell you he coming, but he know he not coming. He tell you wait for him. When you wait for him, he ain't showing up. No way. Not in 2023. That is of the past, ladies and gentlemen. That is of the past. We need, so they say they're young, well, hard work on their back, ladies and gentlemen. Hard work. Because the people of Dominica deserve proper representation, respectful representation, caring representation, compassionate representation, ladies and gentlemen. Respect for people, always. Because we are not your masters, we are your servants. We are there to serve you, the people of Dominica.
In other matters of national interest, the Ministry of Trade announced an increase in the retail price of liquid petroleum products effective November 21st, 2022. The announcement was made by Director of Trade Mathan Walter on Monday in a press statement indicating the changes in prices of diesel, gasoline, and kerosene. Gasoline has increased from $14.99 per gallon to $15.94, a 95-cent increase. High sulfur diesel increased from $15.57 to $16.72 per gallon, while kerosene increased from $14.88 to $15.04 per gallon. According to Mr. Walter, such increases in these commodities stem from underproduction by the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, or OPEC member states, negative demand projections, and other deterring factors.
The ease of COVID restrictions in China, worries of recession, and of course, a stronger dollar. And so we're experiencing the same in Dominica. We have also been privy to long lines again at the petrol stations. Those long lines are triggered by social media reflections, which to my mind should not be the guide by which persons decide to rush to take certain actions. The importers of petroleum products are very clear on the daily demand, the daily consumption. They also have a schedule for importation. So our main importer imports every 10 days. And when there is a surge in demand, when there is unprecedented demand, such as the demand for mainly gasoline during the World Creole Music Festival, and also now that we have an ongoing election where there's a lot of movement of vehicles on the ground, they are aware of it and import accordingly.
Mr. Walters says that such behaviors by the public in response to cries of petrol shortages is causing bulk purchasing of petrol and is creating an unnecessary panic, which is a bad reflection on the nation's response to stable energy supplies. He also reminds the public about the regulations for storing certain amounts of flammable products on one's premises.
Situation on the ground, because each individual importer that provides petroleum to their gas outlets, their petrol station outlets, they know what happens in their own space. The Ministry of Trade knows what happens in every space where those particular controlled products are sold. And so without hearing from the Ministry of Trade, persons begin making long lines and buying much more product than they need to be able to conduct their daily or weekly related activities. And so this causes an artificial demand for the product. Long lines which cause, stagnation in persons moving to do things, to go about their daily days, their daily routines for no particular reason. And the outcome of that is that they reduce the stocks of petroleum products in Dominica, thereby, in as much as possible, putting our country in a state of economic energy security risk. So I think we can do much better than that.
As the election season heats up, the former leader of the United Workers' Party has once again called for electoral reform. No reform, no election. These are the words of former leader of the opposition United Workers' Party, Lennox Linton. Following the announcement of snap general elections earlier this month, opposition parties decided to boycott the December 6th general election in protest for electoral reform. Speaking at a rally last week, the former political leader noted the opposition will not participate in what they consider an illegitimate general election. Linton says, however, the opposition will demand a new election in 2024 following the promised electoral reform process.
Around the world, democracy has some very defining features. One of them is that democracy must have a system that allows the people to elect government of the people, by the people, for the people, freely and fairly, with the hallmark of integrity. That is feature number one. Democracy also has active participation of the citizens of the country in the politics and in the civic life of the country. We are going forward with our demand for electoral reform, and we will insist on another election, our election this time, sometime in 2024 or 2025 before the month of May. That is our common purpose. That is our mission. That is what we fight for.
You're watching the Kairi TV News. Stay tuned for more after the break.
Are you looking for that perfect setup for your conference, seminar, or company function? Or maybe you need a low-budget setup for your party, dinner, or private gathering? How about that professional production for your grand concert, festival, or outdoor event, Kairi Sounds is here to provide you with everything you need: PA system, stage, lighting, microphones, tents, LED digital screens, generators, projectors, crowd barriers, and more. We also offer free event consultation to ensure the success of your special event. Call us today at 612-4050 or 612-1265. Kairi Sounds, your partner in sound, stage, and lighting services.
Welcome back. Further support on the cards for eastern communities affected by the November 6th trough system. Linda Martin has the details.
Residents of the communities of Good Hope, Saint-Sauveur, and Petit Soufriere have been reassured that authorities are in the process of doing everything possible to ensure their safety and well-being following the extensive damage caused by a trough system on November 6. The rain from the trough system left roads impassable and utilities knocked out by landslides and raging rivers. The villagers were engaged with various officials in a town hall meeting on Sunday to review the needs of the communities and consider the way forward. Speaking at the meeting, Dominica Labour Party candidate for the Castle Bruce constituency, Octavia Alfred, said Dominica can learn lessons from similar past experiences.
It is sad, but I want you to know that you do not have to be discouraged, you do not have to be worried, you do not have to fear. You are not in a situation where the government is going to come and pick up data to go and put a plan in place. No. We are in a situation where a plan is in place and it has already been activated. We are in a situation where this is not the first time this is happening in Dominica. We are sorry that it happened to Petit Savan, but we are glad that we can learn from their experience and we can pull out from their plan. So that's why Dr. Darusian will encourage us to that this is not the end. It is maybe the end of something, but it is a beginning of something, and that something is going to be something beautiful, something strong, something better, something more resilient. So what I mostly want people to know as the government rep, as the rep of the Dominica Labour Party, I want to say to you, you are in good hands. You are in good hands. You are in hands that have taken care of other people in a same situation, in a worse situation. And now if you speak to them, they will tell you, even when they were losing hope, they didn't think it would have been so good as it is now. And I say to you, it is no secret what this Dominica Labour Party has done. And it is no secret what this government can do. And what they did for Petit Savan, they will do it for you.
During a visit to the affected communities last week, Dominica Labour Party leader Roosevelt Skerritt pledged housing assistance and support, as well as relocation facilities for those in need. Linda Martin for Kairi TV News.
And the Dominicans joined the Caribbean Tourism Organization, or the CTO, and the rest of the Caribbean in celebrating Caribbean Tourism Month 2022 under the theme Caribbean Wellness. Here's Nathaniel Durant with more.
This year's theme is even more relevant considering the World Tourism Day theme of rethinking tourism as the Caribbean continues to navigate the post-pandemic period. Caribbean Tourism Month was first celebrated in 2011 and is an initiative of the Caribbean Tourism Organization, CTO. Tourism Month seeks to create opportunities to increase awareness of the importance of tourism to the Caribbean region, to generate media coverage of the tourism product in each destination, and to reflect on the invaluable impact of tourism on the economic, social, and cultural well-being in the Caribbean. In honor of Caribbean Tourism Month, Dominica will highlight its many wellness experiences. This year, the government of Dominica designated 2022 to be the year of health and wellness, with the two main goals of enhancing the health and wellness of citizens and tourists and increasing visitor arrivals to the island. As such, Dominica embarked on a mission to promote health and wellness on the island throughout the year. To culminate this month's celebrations, the Discover Dominica Authority will produce a video highlighting Dominica's wellness through the lens of a local athlete. The video will premiere on November 30th, 2022. Nathaniel Durand, Kairi TV News.
You're watching the Kairi TV News. Stay tuned for a recap of the headlines.
Are you looking for that perfect setup for your conference, seminar, or company function? Or maybe you need a low-budget setup for your party, dinner, or private gathering? How about that professional production for your grand concert, festival, or outdoor event? Kairi Sounds is here to provide you with everything you need: PA system, stage, lighting, microphones, tents, LED digital screens, generators, projectors, crowd barriers, and more. We also offer free event consultation to ensure the success of your special event. Call us today at 612-4050 or 612-1265. Kairi Sounds, your partner in sound, stage, and lighting services.
To end the news, the headlines once again. A promise for better representation of the people when the next government is formed. Dominicans see a jump in prices at the pump while being reassured there's no fuel shortage. And more support on the way for communities in the East affected by the November 6th trough system. Tune into 107.9, 93.1, 91.1 and 88.7 FM to catch our radio newscasts at 6:30 a.m., 1 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. Monday to Friday. Tune into Flow Channel 953 at 8 p.m. Monday to Friday to watch our TV news with repeats at 10 p.m. and 8 a.m. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/KairiFM. Check us out on Instagram at KairiFM and follow us on Twitter at KairiFM Dominica. Feel free to visit our YouTube channel to catch up on any newscasts you may have missed. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Vanessa Bruno. Thank you for watching.